For HANA?
migration projects. Yeah, on SAP and HANA. So I've done 2 implementations on HANA. See, HANA is not exactly the new technology, we would say. It's actually a database, as you've
Yeah,
already
I
been through
understand.
network training. You know the terminologies, right? Like what are SAP, what is SAP, and SAP is an ERP, and it has
Hello? Akia? Sound is not now?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, now clear.
Okay, I think there's a slight drop in the network. Fine. See, what I was saying is, I was telling about my profile. So I have about almost 9 years experience in SAP basis and 3 years in the domain. I also started my career just like you as a system admin, and I was dealing with HP, service administration and all. So it's always a good thing for an IT network engineer or an admin to get into SAP, because that holds a lots of value, and that acts as a foundation to get into SAP basis administration. See, the only difference is there you deal with the system administration or OS level administration and network administration. Here, on a broad picture, you will be dealing with the SAP application as well as all applications, all products related to SAP. So SAP itself has about 40 plus products in its portfolio. So all the products, its installation, its maintenance, and its movement from one hardware to other hardware, one location to other location, all these things are carried out by a basis guy. And for their hardware and the sizing, everything is done by a basis person. So here, in specific to HANA admin, HANA is a Oracle data. It's kind of a database. Like, you can say it's an kind of replacement for Oracle. It's as Oracle has taken over most of its competitors, ERP market, and Java and other things. So SAP wants to come up with its own database. SAP already has its own database like MaxDB and Sybase, but they want to have one cutting-edge one, which is like one-stop solution for all applications, not only SAP but non-SAP applications as well. So they have come up with this HANA. HANA database, which is actually the product of SAP. So I'm just giving a picture, like for whom it is more useful is like for basis guys, along with the basis administration. As you said, like you've already been through network administration, it's really good for you to go with this HANA administration as well. If you're not gone through basis administration, we may have to take you through the basis concepts as well as with the HANA. Because HANA is altogether a next step elevated to the SAP basis administration. A person who has some comfort level with basis administration can easily get on with HANA.
Okay.
Okay.
Because actually I don't have experience in basis.
No need of experience, but if you know like how to install SAP, and if you have been through that level of things of SAP basis and all, then it's good. I would be covering only HANA administration part. But if you don't know the basis also, we may have to spend few more hours, tentatively the same amount of time on basis administration first, and then come to HANA, or taking both the things parallelly. Then it will be like It's not, I'm not saying on a business point of view. I just don't want to misguide you. Like, because the HANA is very latest topic and very high-end technology. And people, you should have minimum level of, like, basic administration is a kind of a primary education, and HANA is kind of a high school education. So without basics, getting into HANA is like, it's kind of, you can still manage it, but I won't recommend it. Honestly, practically, I don't recommend it. Okay. Coming to HANA, you can use HANA as a standalone Oracle database, like Oracle, which you can use with the .NET, VB, what all applications. So you can use it with any other big data or any other application, or you can use it along with SAP. And how it is different from architecture? If you look at the architecture point of view, see here in this, like in Oracle and other legacy databases, you have only row storage.
Yes.
Row storage data. Row storage in the sense, when you query the data, it will take much time to extract and give it back to the user. As the data keeps on increasing, you will be increasing the disk as well. But tentatively, your performance to extract the data and project it on the front end, on the application, on any application, for the user to see the data, it will take time. That is purely because of row data. Because rows are always, they keep on going. Column, there is a breakpoint. One column, one data, one column, one data. When it goes, it directly goes to the particular column and it extracts the data.
Right.
So they have developed a technology, SAP has developed a technology with this row and column store. So mostly for BW related applications, business warehouse. So this data extractions where the extraction rate is very high, the transactions are very high, they use column store. And in the cases like ERP, they use row store for a certain set of data tables and column store for certain for online transactions or where they need fast transactions. They use column store. It can be used either way. Either you can use only row, because after taking HANA, nobody will use only row. Either they use column store or they use row plus column store. Are you getting it? As I said, like you have knowledge in Oracle. I'm just going to the concepts. If not, I can a little bit slow down and I can make you understand.
Yeah, a bit. Bit slow down would be better because I miss some noises from the behind.
Yeah, this is echo. Someone joined. Hello. Jana, you there? Hello. Someone joined? No, someone joined in between and they left, I believe.
Yes, yeah. No, they are still there.
That's okay. We'll continue with our discussion. Let them sorry. So this is hardware technology, which is like multi-core architecture, 18:8, massive parallel scaling. And what they have done is with this, when they have come up with this concept of row plus column store, and it's 100 times compression rate is 100 times more compared to the legacy database. So they initially.
That means compression in the sense the size of the data will be very less, 100 times less, right?
If, for example, if you say we have actually done a migration of a HANA system where it has a database around 700 GB. When we migrated it, initially it was around it came only to 70 to less than 100 GB, close to 70 GB. 100 GB, tentatively it was taken for 10 GB. And again we have facilitated a few tables and some other maintenance was tasked for that. Finally it came to 150 GB. Every memory gets stored in RAM itself. We might have a question in mind, like when it is in memory, if the power system goes off, how the data is going to be stored.
Now I have another question before that. I have that question also with me, and I have my initial question is, what is the difference between Oracle and the HANA database? Why it is HANA is more, the comparison when we go for it. As you said, it is a raw table column-wise.
Exactly. Right.
Column-wise, Oracle is a column-wise storage and
Row storage.
row-wise,
That is
yeah,
row.
row-wise storage, and HANA is some what is it? I forgot.
Row plus column store.
Row
The
plus
data
column
store.
storage.
The way it stores the data is the one which makes a difference, and also the compression rate and the way it partitions the database. And if you look at the Oracle, you do some that what do you call that, indexing.
Indexing,
Whenever your
right.
database keeps on increasing, to increase the performance for every 6 months or for every 1 year,
Yes.
Oracle DB recommends an indexing. You have
Right,
to do
right.
the indexing just to rearrange
Every
the table.
three or 2 months we have to do the indexing.
Yeah, depending on the size of the database.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the main problem, and also it's built on normal architecture and all. So just to meet these requirements, SAP has developed its own hardware, and now they have subsidized this vendorship. So globally, top hardware companies now they have only 10 selected hardware vendors for SAP HANA.
Okay.
So if you want to go with HANA, to have this kind of setup and all, you need to only take out of those 10 recommended hardware vendors. They have hardware architecture specifically designed for HANA.
Okay.
It supports all these features. So that is the reason it stores it will have more, like, if your database is like, about 600 GB, you should have at least 200 GB of RAM.
Okay.
And you should have at least 500 GB of disk space. It will make a transaction, commit it and store it, move it to the disk, and it will still have the processing from the memory. So you may say, like, 50% will go to disk and 50% goes to memory on a layman term for practical understanding. But in a real-time scenario, most of the data will be sitting on your memory itself, and it keeps backing up the data for every 5 minutes. You can make it like in every 5 minutes or every 30 seconds. What it does is, whatever data you have in your memory will be taken and dumped onto your disk, hard disk. And the committing is less than half millisecond, so data loss is nowhere in the picture. Zero data loss. The hardware is designed so. That is, hardware is very expensive, so the hardware was designed so. So we can nowhere compare with this normal hardware, how it fails, why it fails, and all.
Okay.
So there is no question of losing the data when power off.
Okay, fine. Means you have said the question, answer also. You have explained that question's answer. Losing the data.
Actually, I was also like, same. I had many doubts in my head, like, how it is and all. After I did one implementation, after I have seen one server, I literally killed it. We just powered off. We just killed one application straight away. And parallelly, I asked another person to commit a transaction. It was there. It got saved. We haven't lost any data.
Okay.
The system was up. And there is no question of system going down or power up. You will have 4 redundant power supplies for whatever hardware you take.
So these 10 vendors will be like top in the world, right? HP, Dell, these kind of people.
HP is already there. HP is providing the hardware for this, and Dell is providing the hardware for this. I'll show you. I should have one. I'll show you. We have 10 vendors list. Just there. I'll show you.
And in the sense, it is very faster than Oracle.
Sun is there. Yeah, very, very faster. And
How
it is recommended.
How many times we can?
See, it depends on the data again, and it depends on the way you configure your hardware. See, few people like SAP recommends minimum 64 GB RAM for HANA installation.
Okay. 64.
Just put only 64 GB and 100 GB. You can expect okay kind of performance. Like if you have 300 GB hard disk, so you will be when you compress it into HANA, it will come to hardly 40 GB, 50 GB. You can expect good performance with 100 GB and 300 GB hard disk.
So nowadays hardware is not that costly, right?
Yeah, if you look at abroad, it is not all that costly. because abroad you guys will be, most of the clients will be taking it on a contract for 3 years and they just move it to another new hardware based on the technology and upgrades. Here in India, like, you take one more hardware, you purchase it, it will go on for 10 years, extending the warranty.
We will excuse, in India we excuse it.
Yeah, completely. The hardware has to say, shouting, I can't work anymore. Till then they will be.
Right.
In US, it's not the way like that. They upgrade.
Yeah.
We do very, that's the reason. When you want to move my hardware data from one system to other system, that is where the basis way comes into picture, migration. That is where I and you come into picture. So we do most of the migrations offshore clients only, not in India. Rarely, very on a less frequency.
Okay.
So this is
that means online or on-site?
I travel on-site. I do travel on-site. I've been to Hong Kong and other Middle East Asian countries. And I've been to Singapore. So I keep traveling in India as well as it happens. This is the requirement mostly.
Anyone is implementing in Middle East?
Middle East we do have good scope market, but I have to tell you one thing, like HANA is not a matured product. It's just 2 years old in the market. It is maturing. If it has a boom, you will definitely have life, but it is maturing product. Only senior guys are being handed over this machine. And there is a huge demand for the people with SAP HANA knowledge and SAP HANA experience. Just abroad there is a very, very good demand. Any person?
No, I'm talking about, I can hear you. There is a disturbance. What is the scope of getting, what is the scope of getting opportunities in HANA?
HANA, I wouldn't promise you like, you'll straight away get an implementation job. Because that is never going to happen, because unless and until you are a 5 years, 6 years experienced guy in SAP basis, you will not be given a SAP HANA implementation. But there will be very less implementations.
No, what I'm talking about administration job.
Yeah, I'm coming to that.
Yeah.
But there is a very, very high demand for the people with SAP and SAP HANA administration knowledge, like day-to-day tasks.
Okay, basis plus HANA administration, SAP HANA administration.
Basis is okay, cool. Basis you will find a number of basis guys. Basis guys are there, but SAP basis person with HANA, how to start the HANA server, how to stop the HANA server, and what to monitor, what logs to be monitored, how to take backup with HANA, how to monitor the alerts, what has to be done. HANA. These jobs, see, do you think I'll sit and monitor HANA system if I'm in a job to daily monitor HANA system to see if it's performing well or not? See, basically there is a huge demand for people with implementation as of now. So this is a maturing product. Down the line after a few months, right now we do have requirement for monitoring and all. So we are training. We have trained the existing team, and we are asking them to monitor the system, HANA system. They are doing from offshore because they don't have candidates on site. In Dubai, we had implementation projects in Tunisia, Uganda, and Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Kakira Sugars, and some Tunisian bank. Some bank is there. I don't remember those typical names. We have many implementations. And Mastermind Kenya, the tobacco company. We have about 10 to 20 clients there. So the market is there, data is there, and it comes to IT, definitely they prefer the Indians. That's an advantage, you can say. So you can learn, that's no problem in that. But you need to
basically what I'm looking for, I'm just starting, and I have been an IT manager for the company, two companies, and last 5 years, 3 years of experience is IT manager and system administrator.
Yeah.
So my plan is to implement, to join a company and work on a SAP SAP to implement that company. My intention. Rest is God knows.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm looking
Or
for
else
the
if you have any plans, if you have like your company currently implementing SAP, you can be part of the implementation team.
yeah,
After
but
any vendor who implements SAP also, you have to take care of support, or you can take care of the support by yourself.
yeah, but I'm
It can
looking
happen
for
like
it.
that.
But currently my company is very small, and so I'm looking for a big company to join. So that's what my intention is.
No problem. You can do one thing. You can, put some experience like 2-3 years. Since past 2-3 years, you being an IT manager, you are also monitoring. You have mentioned that you have SAP in your company, and mention that
But
you are like
reference will be more issues than this.
references. You can manage here. Nothing will happen. Many things happen like that. Nothing will
Okay.
happen. Don't worry too much about that. Just
Okay.
put it as your IT management experience, and 3 years you put like you've been coordinating with offshore teams. You are part of basis monitoring out of interest. They might ask like after this much experience why you want to pursue it and all. You can say like I was coordinating basis and I was the subject was
Yeah.
good, so I was passionate about it. So I learned it and I was doing it. Now I want to do more hands-on and I want to get more into business. That solves all the problem. See, because I interview the candidates, I know what kind of questions they might ask looking at your profile. I can also guide you like what kind of answers, what kind of questions you can expect and what kind of answers you need to give. Don't worry about all that.
Because my company is in a crisis, so I'm actively looking for it. So when I'm actively looking for, I'm like to switch to SAP. That's what. Yeah.
Do
That's
one
why
thing,
I'm going for.
create one dummy profile. Know for yourself. So see, you have any plans of coming back to India or you want to settle in Saudi? In which part of Saudi you are?
I am in Dubai.
Dubai, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just create a profile, take some sample resume or something and just say like, you have some, so you'll get a number of basis profiles online. Just put some topics in it to add it to your profile and put it online. See how many calls you get for SAP basis. Simple analysis. That gives you some confidence as well, whether to go or no go decision.
Okay, yes, sure.
Do that. This is the best way because to my knowledge there is a very good scope in Dubai. Dubai, see, here will be doing implementations. We will, for every project we have basis guys on site. Most of them, 90% people are Indians.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, they don't know anything there. They don't know anything. They just, we give a template, Excel sheet of 10 transactions, they monitor it and they send it. Even for simple action also, they don't do it. They come back to us or my support team asking this happened, what we need to do. As if it's kind of a big problem got messed up in the server. It's nothing, it's simple things. Even if you show them once, they will again come back to us.
Okay.
See, this is how it is supposed to be. On-site teams, if they do everything there, vendors and business, SAP business partners like us, we don't have business. We don't have work.
Okay.
So everybody has their own area of expertise, their own way of dealing with the things and work.
I'm very much experienced in system side like Linux and Windows, Exchange. These things all, I think I'm very much confident.
See, if you ask me about SMTP, how it POP3 and all, how it goes, how it comes, I may say like, use this port, that port, and this is what I needed for SMTP with SAP. But Exchange server configuration, will I be able to do?
Yes,
I did. The vendor comes to me and asks, give me an Exchange server only for internet. Give me an Exchange server for internet. Will I be able to do it? Create that domain? I can't do. I can just, I may know, but if I know few things in it, does that mean I know everything? You make the difference there. You're the expert in that area. Likewise, every job has its own needs.
Yeah, but
you can learn. But what all experience you have in your domain, it's going to be a really, really good advantage.
Okay. So that means
Linux. You said Linux, right? Linux is good.
Yeah. Linux, I am certified also.
No, Linux, that's good. That adds really good value because most of the major big implementations will happen in Linux. And one more thing, HANA can be implemented and installed only on SUSE Linux. It cannot be installed on Windows.
Okay, but SAP recommend only SUSE Linux, right?
Recommend not. It's developed and it can run only on SUSE Linux. On any recommended 10 hardware vendors, whatever hardware, HP or IBM, they don't use AIX or HP Linux. Even their hardware, they need to use SUSE Linux.
Okay,
just
that's an advantage.
That's an advantage. So just try to go through these things. Let me complete the slides here. I'm seeing second slide.
Okay. No problem. We'll discuss when the demo class, when we start this things personally.
An appliance for this is like high performance analytical appliance.
Okay.
The name itself defines it, and this is a clear picture. Small. It's like ERP. They don't use the complete database for as HANA. They use it for replication. Once we discuss more on basis things, we'll get to know. And this is for BO, business warehouse and business objects, where they have more queries, Excel sheets and flashboards. Like top management who want to use
the
data running.
Business intelligence.
A business intelligence, exactly.
Right.
See, there they use this column store. There they use this columns for SQL, MDX, EICS, and a extended transformation layer. This is for third party. If you have any third party, BW on HANA. If your third party is nothing but any other ERP or any other application other than SAP. So they have given a solution in such a way you can purchase only HANA. If you are using any Java or .NET application, even that can be hosted on SAP HANA database.
Okay.
So Oracle, you can use Oracle for any application. For any small application, you can use Oracle SQL.
Right.
Likewise, SAP HANA is a database